Hello, Tashi Delek. Welcome back to the Dharma talk in English. As many of you are aware that Ganden Ngachoe is only a few days away. As such, I decided to focus this session on doing a brief introduction on Ganden Ngachoe and its significance. So Ganden Ngachoe falls every year on the 25th day of the 10th month of Tibetan calendar. It's quite a mouthful when you say in English. So in Tibetan we say Phunda Chube Nishunga. So this year, Ganden Ngachoe falls on this coming Wednesday, which is 29th of December. So what is this day? So this is the day Lama Tsongkhapa entered parinirvana. In other words, Lama Tsongkhapa passed away on this day. So Lama Tsongkhapa was born in the village of Tsongkha, which is in Amdo region, in 1357. At the age of 62, which was the year 1419, Lama Tsongkhapa passed away. So that very next year, on the first anniversary of Lama Tsongkhapa's parinirvana, a great number of disciples gathered in Ganden Monastery to conduct an extensive prayer sessions to remember Lama Tsongkhapa's kindness and enormous contributions Lama Tsongkhapa has given to the Buddha Dharma, and also to make prayers to be blessed by Lama Tsongkhapa and not to be separated from Lama Tsongkhapa, and to meet Lama Tsongkhapa throughout our lives. So that became the first Ganden Ngachoe, and since then, every year on that particular day, we observe Lama Tsongkhapa Day or Ganden Ngachoe. So Ganden Ngachoe is simply a day to commemorate the day of Lama Tsongkhapa's parinirvana and recollect Lama Tsongkhapa's great many qualities and his enormous contribution to Buddha Dharma. We also try to engage in extensive prayers and dedicate our merits to be inseparable with Lama Tsongkhapa throughout our life. As such, this day is considered one of the holy days. So on such special days, when we engage in any Dharma practice, the merit multiplies. Unlike other days, the merit from engaging in Dharma practice multiplies. So that's why we try to spend the day in a virtuous way as much as we can. So I would like to suggest some ways to make this day more meritorious. So I believe that the first thing is that we need to realize the rarity of this opportunity. So this opportunity comes only once a year. Ganden Ngachoe is only once a year. It is not every day. And this is important to us because for most of us, we have many mundane obligations. We hardly have time for Dharma practice. And it is understandable because most of you are working people and most of your time is spent at work. And then when you come back from work, you have other obligations. So there is hardly any time. Even if there is time, your body is exhausted. So we spend most of our day just being occupied by mundane activities. So these special days are the days we should really grab and then maximize this opportunity. So we are normally very good when it comes to mundane things. We can be very creative, very resourceful when it comes to making gains. We will find ways whereby we don't have to spend much time, but we can make money. For example, for Tibetans, when it comes to public holidays like Christmas, New Year, they will go to work because you have to do the same number of hours, but you get paid double. And then, like Black Friday, even though the shop opens only around 10 in the morning, but people started queuing the night before because you know that that is the day where you can get good deals. So we should apply that logic, that rationale, when it comes to accumulating merit. So those who do not have enough time to spend on Dharma, so these special days are the days that you need to grab and then maximize the opportunity. So what can we do on these special days? So one thing you can do is to take Mahayana precepts. It is not very, confusing to take the Mahayana precepts. Now that texts are available, so you just follow the text and then take the Mahayana precepts and then observe it. If that is not possible, then other option is taking Bodhisattva vows. In front of your altar, just reciting this Kunjo Sumla Thajapche, you take the Bodhisattva vows. Of course, you have taken these vows before, but even if your Bodhisattva vows is intact, but retaking it can enhance and make it stronger. And even that is not possible, then at least observe the ethical discipline of refraining from the 10 non-virtues. Of course, we are supposed to do this on daily basis, but many of us forget to do that. Remember, we discussed in our earlier class that whether something becomes ethical discipline or not is contingent on that intention, whether we have that intention to abstain from that particular action. So unless and until we don't have that, unless and until we have that intention, our not engaging in that particular action does not automatically become ethical discipline. So on this day, make sure that from the morning you generate that intention. you go through one by one go through one by one the 10 non-virtues, and then make the decision, make the determination that today I will abstain myself. I will avoid engaging in these 10 non-virtues. If you find let's say especially that the speech, especially at what's the idle gossip, so there is a way to do that. That day you decide to remain silent. So that will help you to prevent engaging in all the negative verbal speech. So what I am stressing is that since this is not possible on the daily basis, but at least do it on special days, because you can amass such an enormous merit from abstaining from these 10 non-virtues. And of course, you can also engage in a variety of virtuous activities, such as doing prostrations. If you live nearby a monastery or a stupa, you can also do the circumambulation. You can circumambulate the stupa or monastery. And of course, you can engage in prayers, meditation, mantra recitation, and especially on this day, the common practice is to recite Migtsema. So after you finish your daily prayers or whatever prayers you decided to do, then the rest of the time spent on doing the Migtsema recitation. So that is appropriate, and that is a very powerful supplication as well. So in short, the main goal for us on that day is to direct all our actions, whether it be physical, verbal, or mental, all towards wholesome deeds. And try our best not to commit any non-virtue that day. So if we are able to spend our day doing that, so that can be very meaningful. Then we will be able to amass a great amount of merit. So since Migtsema is the main recitation that we should be doing on that day, so I thought that it will be beneficial if we look at the origin of Migtsema Sundip, or the supplication. So this Migtsema supplication is a stanza first composed by Lama Tsongkhapa for his own teacher, Rendava. So Lama Tsongkhapa composed this version. Time kembe ombo jambeyang, tseme zebe tejen chenresi, kanjin kembe zujin Rendava, shunolo du shamla sowadeb. So Lama Tsongkhapa composed this praise and then offered it to his master, Chinzu Rendava. But Chinzu Rendava told Lama Tsongkhapa that this is more befitting to you, and by making some changes to the lines, which became like this, you can see the variation, the changes Lama Rendava made. So Lama Rendava returned this praise to Lama Tsongkhapa. So that's why, so it is a kind of, the author of this is both of them. So that's why it is considered very precious. And later, an additional line was added, which is Dubon Malu Jomze Samye Ta. So that became the 5-line Migtsema, which is the most common, most popular Migtsema that most of the people recite. So on this special day, we are advised to recite this 5-line Migtsema as many as possible. So when we engage in that recitation, so what kind of thought we should adopt? What are the ways to make our supplication? So commonly there are 3 ways to supplicate via Migtsema. So all of these 3 are actually highlighting a specific qualifications of Lama Tsongkhapa. So for this first one, which in Tibetan is called Chitsungpa Seji Jingwane Sowandaba. So since I don't have the translation, so I'm just going to stick to what is called Chitup, the outer supplication. So in this outer supplication, we are highlighting Lama Tsongkhapa's academic excellence and then making prayers that we too receive we too gain such academic supplications. So here, Lama Tsongkhapa's academic academic excellence is highlighted through an analogy. So the analogy is that when it comes to compassion, amongst Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, our Lokiteshvara is known to be the embodiment of Buddha's compassion or great compassion. So for that reason, our Lokiteshvara is incomparable, unrivaled amongst Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Likewise, when it comes to the stainless wisdom, Manjushri, we all say that is the Buddha of wisdom. So amongst Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, when it comes to stainless wisdom, Manjushri is incomparable. Likewise, when it comes to the power and strength, when it comes to power and strength, Vajrapani is unrivaled. So that is the analogy. Then the main meaning is, likewise, when it comes to the academic excellence, Lama Tsongkhapa is incomparable amongst the learned persons in the land of snow in Tibet at that time. So here we are highlighting Lama Tsongkhapa's academic excellence, and then we are at the same time we are requesting to achieve that kind of knowledge, that kind of academic excellence, and requesting Lama Tsongkhapa to bestow us with such great knowledge. So when we do the Migtsema recitation, that's one way to think about, one way to pray about, one way to request Lama Tsongkhapa. The second one is what is called inner supplication. So here we are saying that whatever qualities Riksum Gombo, or in English translation is the protectors of 3 families. So Riksum Gombo, whatever qualities Riksum Gombo possesses. For example, Chenresi is like the treasure of compassion. Manjushri possess the stainless wisdom. And then Vajrapani possess the power and strength to remove any negative force. So whatever amount or whatever quality of these three qualities, the compassion, wisdom, and power, whatever qualities Riksum Khompo possesses, Lama Tsongkhapa, you too possess all that qualities. So may I be blessed to achieve all these qualities like you. So that's one way of doing the supplication. We highlight the Lama Tsongkhapa's qualities, saying that Lama Tsongkhapa possesses the quality of compassion, wisdom, and power, just like Riksum Khompo possess. So that's the way to do the inner supplication. And then finally, it's called secret supplication, Sangdup, or the Sangwalhawe Lada Ngo Yeme to Soadaba. So you notice that in the first two way of supplication, we view Lama Tsongkhapa separate from Riksum Khompo. But now we are viewing Lama Tsongkhapa as the embodiment, as inseparable, as the same as Riksum Khompo. So here saying that Lama Tsongkhapa, you are the embodiment of Chenresi. You are embodiment of Manjushri. You are embodiment of Vajrapani. So please bless me, and may I also achieve this state of embodiment of Riksum Khompo. So that's how we should go about doing our recitation. So when we do that, then it would be different rather than just parroting the 5 lines. So now you are forced to reflect on the qualities. Now you are reminded that Lama Tsongkhapa possesses these qualities. First of all, his academic excellence is unrivaled amongst the learned persons in Tibet. And then you are also reminded that Lama Tsongkhapa possesses the same amount of compassion, wisdom, and power and strength. And then finally we are reminded that actually Lama Tsongkhapa is the Riksum Khompo itself. Lama Tsongkhapa is Chenresi. Lama Tsongkhapa is no other than Manjushri. Lama Tsongkhapa is no other than Vajrapani. So with such faith, which is at the conviction level, when we are able to engage with such conviction, then the blessings would be also stronger and greater, and our requests and supplication would be more effective. So at the end, when you finish whatever number you do, after that you can conclude your practice or your recitation by reciting these concluding prayers. Tuzam gombe sherab padusu chezu zombe lodu gyazusu chodan tumungudu zedusu nyudo kerandabru chinjilo dejen lenje yishi chadusu munzin tube tima zedusu somni tezum tawa chedusu nyudo kerandabru chinjilo Tserab kundu gyawa songabe tejo shinyi ngosu zebe tu gyawe ngawe lamsan tinile giji zamyan dobar manjur chiks. So this is English translation. So you can read so that you can understand the meaning of the Tibetan prayer. So that's how, these are some ways you can spend Ganden Ngachoe. And I hope and pray that you have a very meritorious day. Thank you.